a war that engulfed the world. A conflict so devastating that over 75 million lives were lost, cities reduced to rubble, nations turned upside down, and an entire generation scarred forever. But how did the world descend into this nightmare? Who sparked it, who fought it, and who emerged victorious? Welcome to the story of World War II. The Treaty of Versailles, a document meant to secure peace, instead sowed the seeds of vengeance. Germany, humiliated and burdened with reparations, watched as their economy crumbled and their pride shattered. A generation of resentment was born. Meanwhile, across the oceans, nations struggled to rebuild. The Great Depression of 1929 didn't just shake economies, it shook the very foundation of political order. Extremist leaders found fertile ground to rise. In Germany, a man named Adolf Hitler promised restoration and revenge. In Italy, Benito Mussolini dreamed of a new Roman Empire. And in Japan, militarists plotted to dominate Asia. The world had no idea how close it was to another global catastrophe. Hitler, fueled by ideology and opportunity, took power in 1933. His message was clear: Germany would rise again, no matter the cost. Italy under Mussolini invaded Ethiopia, testing the world's will. Japan, driven by hunger for resources and empire, marched into Manchuria. The League of Nations, meant to maintain peace, was powerless. Across Europe, nations clung to the illusion of safety. But Hitler's ambitions grew bolder every year, remilitarizing the Rhineland, annexing Austria, then targeting the Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia. Each act was a challenge, and each time, appeasement only emboldened him. By 1939, the tension was unbearable. Europe was a powder keg. Hitler and Stalin signed a shocking pact, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Non-Aggression Pact, dividing Poland between them in secret. The world watched in disbelief. September 1st, 1939, Germany invades Poland. Tanks roll across borders, bombs rain down, and the war everyone feared begins. Britain and France, bound by treaties, declare war. But the rest of the world is not ready. Not yet. The Blitzkrieg, lightning war, was unstoppable. Poland fell in weeks. The world realized, with horror, that this was not a repeat of the past. This was something far worse. By 1940, France had fallen. The Battle of Britain raged in the skies as German bombers attacked relentlessly, and British civilians endured the Blitz with courage and defiance. Across the Mediterranean, Italy struggled, while North Africa became a battlefield for control over the Suez Canal. Meanwhile, in the East, Japan's ambitions escalated. By 1941, they struck Pearl Harbor, dragging the United States into the war. What was once a European conflict now became truly global. From the deserts of Africa to the islands of the Pacific, from Stalingrad's frozen streets to Normandy's beaches, the scale of the war was unprecedented. Millions fought, millions died, and the fate of nations hung in the balance. 1942 and 1943 marked pivotal years. The Battle of Stalingrad, grueling, merciless, decisive, turned the tide against Germany. In the Pacific, the Battle of Midway crippled the Japanese Navy. The Allies began pushing back, but at immense cost. Day, June 6, 1944, the largest amphibious invasion in history. Thousands stormed the beaches of Normandy. Freedom was fought inch by bloody inch. Every victory was hard-earned, every loss deeply mourned. By 1945, the Axis powers were crumbling. Berlin burned. Hitler was dead. Germany surrendered in May. In the Pacific, Japan held on, but the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki forced their capitulation in August. The war that had devoured the world for 6 long years finally ended. 75 million lives lost. Cities in ruins. Nations changed forever. And yet, humanity survived. But the question remained, could it happen again? World War II was more than battles and borders. It was a struggle of ideologies, a test of human endurance, and a story of ambition, courage, and tragedy. Its echoes still shape the world today. History teaches us lessons we cannot afford to forget. And while the guns may have fallen silent, the stories of those years demand to be remembered. This was World War II, a war that reshaped the world forever.